Greetings, I'm Sami Laakso from Snowdale Design, and in this video I would like to walk you through the pre-production copy of Lands of Galzyr. So it's the final copy that we get before the mass production begins, and we have to go through everything to make sure there's no changes and everything looks perfect before the factory begins manufacturing all the rest of the copies for you. So I would like to share the details and what's inside with you. And first we can take a look at the box. It's a quite large one and a heavy one as well. On the back we have some infographics and images as you would expect from a game. So let's go take a look what's inside. Here on the very top we have the game board, punch boards, rules, all of those all packed neatly together so they don't get damaged during shipment. We have a protective sheet. We are still contemplating if we need this or not. We have all the cards for the game. We can take a look at those in a moment. The connector pieces for the adventure boards, adventure pieces themselves, quest tokens, skill marks, and the custom dice. In the box we have 3 of these trays. One is used for various components, and then we have 2 identical ones that are used for storing the cards themselves. And let's take a look at what we have in here. So this is the welcoming letter. It has instructions on building the adventure boards as well as organizing all the cards in the included card trays. I will go through this and assemble all of these just in a moment. On the other side we have some lore and background information about the adventures and the region of Galzyr. Here we have a new addition that we choose to add in the game. It's the achievement sheet that you can use to keep track of all the different achievements as you reach and achieve them during your plays. And here's a simple advertisement for Tale of Merchants as well as the various accessories available for Lands of Galzyr. Here's the travel guide. It's a really fun addition that this has no actual gameplay use, but it explains the different locations on the game board so you can get into the theme more easily. And here you can see the illustration, one of the stretch goals that we met for the custom illustration for the map in this travel guide. Rules. On the back you can see all the different iconography icons and keywords for quick reference. Lots of illustrations to make it easy to learn the game, and the full page of all the different components so you can easily learn what each different component is. Here we have a punch board for one of the punch boards for the card dividers. I'm going to use this in the welcoming letter to organize the cards on the card trays. It also has information about what each of the different dividers are, so you can learn them right from the start. Here's another one for the even more dividers. Then we have 2 larger punch boards with the adventure boards themselves, as well as their gold spinners that get attached behind them in the welcoming letter. And we have these smaller timer tokens, which are used to keep track of various effects during gameplay. Starting player token, prestige tokens for different adventures. The water adventures are in this, the second punch board, and then we have the game board, which is double-sided. Let's see if I can fit it on the camera. Here's the summer side of it, and on the other side we have the winter side. And now I think would be a good time to go through the welcoming letter. I will make a time lapse so you don't have to suffer through all of it. Alright, I have now completed the welcoming letter by assembling the adventure boards over here, by placing the gold spinner at the back of them and placing the correct skill marks on each of the different adventures as shown here. I've also followed all these instructions to complete the library and all the save slots. And basically in this library we have all the cards separated by these brown dividers in numerical order, and then you can easily browse through them and find the card you're looking for by peeking at the card number over there and going to the correct place fast with the dividers. At the front we have the quest slot, which has upcoming quest cards, and here at the very back we have Vault, which is a home for cards long forgotten. And then on the other card tray, if you sleeve everything, you might have to put some of these cards over here. So here we have the save slots, one for each adventure: Bumir, Moor, Ausala, Keridai, and also the global save slot for cards shared between everyone, or to save the status of the game world. Some examples of the cards are the adventurer specific special abilities. Each adventurer has one of those, and also their first quest cards, which will you use to begin your adventure in Galzyr. And then in the global save slots, for example, you have one randomized month card. You have your game mode cards if you're playing cooperative or competitively. You have the location cards that go on top of the game board. Then we have some events, and then you have some randomized quests as well. A closer look at one of the adventure boards. For example, here's Keridai's. You can change your amount of gold you have with the spinner up top here, and then on the side you have your skill marks that you use to show which of the 6 skills you are particularly good at, and you use these custom plastic pegs to show, for example, that Keridai, when you begin the game, Keridai is especially good in knowledge and somewhat good in communication and perception as well. And each adventurer has their own different distribution of the skill marks, and you will be able to change those as you play. And finally we have, let's take a closer look at the other components. Here we have the wooden pieces as well as I put the prestige tokens. So this is just a cardboard token that you will use to keep track of your prestige during the game and flip it to the other side if you ever get past 10, which is pretty pretty rare, but it might happen. And then we have the day token with the gold print which you will use to keep track of which day it is. And then we have the 4 adventures. Here's Ausala, the River Kingfisher, Bumir, the Marble Polecat, and these are double-sided, so it doesn't matter which way you're looking at them from the board, you will have a nice printing on them. Here's more the Frilled Lizard, and finally Keridai, Northern Banded Newt. We have the first player marker, and then for fun a souvenir token. Quest tokens, which are placed on the game board to show where you can pick up new quests. Custom wooden shape with custom screen printing on them. Some simple cardboard tokens which I use to keep track of different timed effects that can happen. Here's more of those custom plastic pegs that go on the adventure boards. And finally we have the custom dice. Well, this is not particularly custom, that's a regular D12, but these are entirely custom, and you will use this in your skill checks during the game when you face various challenges and see how well you do. And the black ones here are the base skill dice, which you always get to use. They have one icon for each 6 different skills, but these colorful ones are specific to certain skill, so they are really good at it and somewhat good at the adjacent skills as well. But you'll learn all about those once you get the game and learn how to play. I will also make a how to play video, so those of you who prefer to learn games that way, it's also an option. And finally, let's see how everything goes back to the box. So here's the box, and we can put all these different trays fit inside the box, and they will all help you keep everything organized really nicely. And then you can put the adventure boards here, and you can distribute these rest of the stuff any way you wish. And then on top you can put the game board, welcoming letter, all the different papers and the rules, and it will of course close flush. I hope you enjoyed that overview of the pre-production copy of Lands of Galzyr, and I also hope you look forward to trying the game out yourself once it's released later this year. Thanks and bye.